Hello, my name is Josh Krentz. I'm the auto body instructor. I just wanted to start off by talking a little bit about my program. In my program, you earn various certifications. You'll work on a variety of hands-on tasks as well as customer vehicles. We will weld, fabricate, estimate vehicle damage, fix a dent, prepare a vehicle for paint, and paint a vehicle. Now that you know a little bit about the program, considering the current circumstances, we're able to have you in person this year for a hands-on tour. So what you will see next is what a hands-on tour would look like. Hello, welcome to Auto Body at Forbes Road CTC. Come on in. So over here we have our main shop. This is kind of where we do all the structural and body work, anything really that we need to do. We do a lot of welding in here. But today for the hands-on tour, we're going to show you a few things. Things like plasma cutting, squeeze welding, and painting. You ready to do a few hands-on things?
Sure.
All right, come on over here. This is Evan here. He's a second-year senior, and he's going to show you a little bit about plasma cutting. You're going to have to wear gloves, which he'll give you, and a pair of glasses that have a little bit of a tint to it because this produces a very bright light. So go ahead and put your gloves on, and Evan will do a little demonstration, and then you can step in and do it. So what he was doing there is he's using compressed air to cut metal. And obviously you see the ultraviolet light, that's why we wear the dark glasses. So, why don't you give it a shot? All you have to do is press the button on the back with your thumb. So what do you think?
That was pretty cool.
So come on over here. I'll show you the squeeze welder. This is our ProSpot i4. You have any idea what this machine might cost? Oh, come on, give us a guess. Don't be scared.
$1,000.
$1,000. Well, you should try again. I think it's going to be around $25,000. So, pretty expensive machine here. It's kind of a one-trick pony, but holds the vehicle together. So, this machine's really easy to run as well. We do have air hooked up to it. Runs off of two buttons over here, bottom and top. The top one opens it, and the bottom one closes it. I already have it all set up. That's something we would teach you once you signed up for the program. So, all we do here, grab two pieces of metal and hold it together. You can hand it to me or I'll already have it. And we just hold this button down here and pull the bottom, and it makes the weld. Now, usually I challenge the students to break that. See if you can do it, if you can break it, and then you can make your own. So all you can really do is bend it. You can't really break it. I've had students spend the whole tour trying to break it. It's really not meant to be broke. What happens is this metal superheats and then squeezes with a very high pressure and melts this two together. So, I'll let you give it a shot real quick here. I'll hold the metal. All you're going to do is press that bottom button. Go ahead. And there it is. So, pretty straightforward, pretty easy. But vehicles are held together with a lot of these. How many would you guess are on a vehicle?
1,000.
1,000. There's probably more than 1,000, but it's a good guess, good starting point. They're all over the vehicle. Probably see a couple right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, the whole way around. It's around every door, every window. So they're holding this vehicle together. Pretty good. So here's our classroom. Pretty nice, new, modernized classroom. We have 7 computers in here for the students. 8 if you count this extra one here that we use for punching in and out. In the classroom, students are able to work on I-CAR industry certifications. They can work all the way up to an I-CAR Platinum Pro Level 1 in structural and refinish. We also get an SB2 certification and a lifting it right certification. The lifting it right certification certifies you to lift vehicles up on the lift. The I-CAR certification is an industry credential that pretty much will get you a job just about anywhere. Most shops do look for I-CAR certifications. Any questions about the certifications we offer?
So when you do I-CAR, what does that mean?
So online I-CAR has about 75 slides on some of them up to 150 slides. They talk to you, there's different videos throughout, and at the end there's a between 10 and 25 question test usually. And then you earn that certification for that specific class. First year students work 1 through 14 for Intro to Collision Repair Certificate. In your second and third year here, you'll work through the classes, become Platinum Pro Level 1. And those classes have final exams with about 75 questions on them. They're all questions from different modules.
Cool.
We'll take you on over here and show you a couple sheet metal projects that the kids have made. It's a little dusty. And these are ones that have been left over. The kids make these sheet metal roses to start with. They make frame rails. This is all made from scratch. The kids make this hat channel, we call it, flat piece of metal. And if we look in here, if we can see in here, there's a second piece. So this has been cut apart and put back together just like a vehicle would be if it was in an accident. They get to use that squeeze welder on this. They get to use different MIG welding techniques. We make this, it just looks like a welding helmet. This one's a little rusty, but the students usually get to paint them. We use this one for demonstration purposes. And we make a bunch of other projects. Here's another frame rail. So lots of sheet metal hands-on projects. Any idea why we work on sheet metal instead of working on vehicles on year 1?
Because it helps you get ready to work on a vehicle.
It does help you get ready to work on a vehicle. And do you have any idea what the second most expensive thing someone buys usually in their life is?
I'm going to guess a vehicle.
A vehicle, yep. So I can't put you on a vehicle every day, first day. It might take you a year, it might take you 6 months. You might get to do simple things like washing a vehicle your first year, but you probably aren't going to be welding, grinding, and painting them. So we'll head on over here to the paint area, show you a little bit over here, and then we'll get you out. So here we have another area where we stage different vehicles and different things. This is a restoration of an older vehicle that we're working on. Here's one of our spray booths. Inside our spray booth, we have a bunch of parts too that we're getting ready to primer. And then if you come over to this next bay here, this is where we do a lot of the washing of vehicles. And here we have our paint booth. We have some students masking off a vehicle today. And we have one of our students, he's working at Schultz Ford. He is going to show you a little bit about painting. Maybe he has a couple questions for you while I grab him the last thing he needs.
Hi.
How you doing?
What are we going to do here?
We're going to spray this orange paint on this green fender.
How do you know if it sticks?
Well, normally you'd scuff it and put light scratches in it, and it would adhere to that.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
was pretty cool.
So do you think that was easy?
Yeah, it was pretty easy.
Hard?
Pretty easy.
Pretty easy? Well, think you're ready to paint this one here in the next couple days?
No.
Okay, well, come on into the class, and what we teach you is all about the different adjustments, maybe how far you need to be from the gun, how close you need to be from the panel you're painting. Obviously, you got to know how to mix up the paint correctly as well. There's a lot of variables, and that's why you sign up, spend a few years here learning all those different things. So, any more questions?
What's your favorite part about being in this program?
I like all the hands-on that you get. I don't like doing all the classwork. Painting's my favorite part of it all. That's what I want to do, is be a painter.
Do you paint now at your job?
Yeah, quite a bit actually.
What's your favorite thing to paint?
Bumpers are easy.
Bumpers are easy because they're actually hard, but he's pretty good at them because he knows how to control the gun. Most of the time I won't put a first year student on them because they have a lot of corners. So what we're going to do is head into here as soon as he's done painting this, and we'll show you our mixing room, and then we'll take a walk through the locker room and we'll move you on to the next class. Okay, you did good. Now go ahead and rinse it off. I'll take that gun from you. Oh, there's no hose. So here we have a couple students getting ready to mast off a vehicle. We have some repairs on the quarter panel and the rocker panels. You may not know what those are, but they're in different parts of the vehicle. Again, things you'll learn if you sign up for the program. You can see where the damage is at, so you might be able to put the quarter panel, rocker panel together. Any idea which one's the quarter panel, which one's the rocker panel?
No.
Well, do you think this is a quarter of the vehicle?
Yes.
So that'd be a quarter, one corner or quarter of the vehicle, quarter panel. And then down there is called the rocker panel. It's kind of the bottom of the vehicle, what links everything together. Pretty strong part of the vehicle, lots of metal joints down there. So let's head on into our mixing room. You can check that out, and we'll continue on. So here we are in our mixing room. This is where the students would mix up the paint. This is a clean room, as in it has good airflow, so we don't have to smell all the fumes coming off of the paint. Obviously we have both spray booths here. We have electronic scale. We mix our paints here. It all goes by weight and mixing ratios. Again, we have two booths, so very nice. We can get many students through here. One of our booths can dry paint in about 30 minutes. How hot do you think it has to get in there to dry paint in 30 minutes?
100 degrees.
100 degrees, that's a good guess. It has to get to be about 140 in there for 30 minutes, and it will dry paint in 30 minutes. So helps us to be able to get things in and out of here, and also show students, how production shop would work. So come on out here, we'll show you the locker room, and then we'll be back to where we started. So here's our locker room. This is where the kids usually come when they get started. This is the guys' locker room. The girls have a separate locker room. The guys come in here. There's a uniform service, so the students pay for the uniforms. And with that service, they get 3 shirts and 3 pants with their name on it, similar to what I'm wearing. And they get laundered. So the students have one usually in their locker clean, one that they're wearing for the week, and then one that's getting washed because they pick them up on Fridays and they return them to us on Fridays as well. So, what do you think so far?
It's pretty awesome here.
Pretty awesome. All right, well, let's peek through here and see what they're doing over here, and see if you have any more questions. So So I always end every tour with, what's one thing you think that can't be taken away from you? No idea. Yeah, every student always has. I guess I've had students say things like their cell phone.
Yeah, my cell phone.
Your cell phone, okay. So I always tell students, they can come and they can take all your money, right?
Right.
They can take your house, your car, right?
Right.
Government can come in and do what they want to do for the most part. But I don't think they can go in there and take your skills or your knowledge, right?
Right.
So I always say, come to Forbes, pick a skill, choose something. Doesn't have to be something you're going to do forever, but it can be something to fall back on if times are tough.
Right.
Any more questions?
Nope.
Alrighty, well, I'll walk you out here and have a nice day. Thanks for touring Auto Body.
Hello, my name is William Knight. I graduated Forbes in 2018. Then following that, I went to Ohio Tech and graduated there. Then briefly after that, I had got my job at A&L BMW. I can thank Forbes for all of the help and support they gave me for, getting me my job and getting me here. Collision repair was great. And now I'm an estimator, and I do that Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 o'clock. I love it, and yeah, thanks.